Replaying so many Game Boy games recently has got me feeling good. The small bite-sized adventures and action games have reminded me just how much fun it is to play through a stack of GB games. No sprawling epics, no 50 to 100 hour playthroughs, just quick, easily digestible games I can pop in and out. The Game Boy was built on these fun experiences. Case in point, the game we're looking at today, Battle UNIT ZEOTH, a completely original IP. No tie-in comics to speak of, no anime or manga adaptations, no watered-down NES port, just a singular, unique experience. How refreshing! Summer of 1991 has us in the thick of Game Boy hysteria, a year or so before the instant classic Super Mario Land 2 is released, and several years before the mania surrounding Pokemon arrives to Western shores. In the meantime, we have Battle UNIT ZEOTH from Jellico, a developer known for their more hit-or-miss video game entries, their better ones being a Styanax, Wampum, and Bases Loaded on the NES, and their heaping load of brawlers like the Sonic Blast Man and Rushing Beat series on the SNES. Either way you slice it, you have a 66 2/3 chance to be playing a decent game with the Jellico brand on the package.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
42 years have passed since the human race united and drove back an alien invasion. Metallic creatures called the Grind, I don't know, we'll call it Grind, began a war against planet Earth, but somehow the Earthlings pulled out a win. However, the alien scum took hold of a coastal town, creating a secret underground base, and have been amassing a new army. Now, 10 years later, the Grind, have come back and are looking to take their revenge. ZEOTH has us in control of a mecha robot fighting machine, kind of like Rick Hunter and Robotech, and honestly, I'm beginning to wonder if this was originally supposed to be a Robotech game, but lost the license early on.
What do you know? I'm alive!
Anyways, pressing the B button shoots your Vulcan cannon, and the A button activates your jetpack. Holding it down will make you zoom up into the clouds in like a second, so it's much better to slowly tap the button to make ZEOTH float in the air. You can fire in 4 different directions, which is always welcomed. Oddly enough, you have a limited number of screen-clearing bombs at your disposal. Pressing the fire button twice will use a bomb at the cost of 2 health bars. Why this wasn't mapped to the select button, I'll never know. I found out the hard way that if you mash on the B button too much, you'll end up using all of your health on bombs. Was starting to wonder if I was playing the game wrong, and yep, I was. You have turbo fire from the start, so just hold down the fire button and you'll be fine. Honestly, I never used the bombs anyways, was way too busy blasting away to even remember it. Other than the speed of the jetpack, this game actually controls and handles very well. You will notice lots of power-ups in this cart. There's 4 in total. The P powers up your weapon that you currently have. You can increase it 3 times. The U is an extra shield, or rather, an increase in health. The B is for your beam gun, which is by far my favorite. It's kind of like spread gun in Contra. It's so good. And then there's the L. It's your laser gun, which I never liked and kept the beamer on, always. Unlike other Game Boy games I've played recently, like Burai Fighter Deluxe and Tetris Blast, shame on you if you haven't checked those goodies out, the graphics are a step up. ZEOTH looks really cool and imposing. There's a neat little animation when he lands on the ground. He kind of skids a bit and takes a chunk of pavement. That's kind of really neat. The intro and ending cutscenes are eye-catching, lots of detail in the backgrounds too. Yes, there's some bars of plain old nothing, but whether it's the ruined cities, underground base, or the Armada fleet in the back, there is detail there and it looks great. The basic enemies are pretty good too, but as always, the bosses steal the show. Big old chunky mecha machines just being mecha. What can I say? I like big bosses and I cannot lie. We have 5 levels to blast through in ZEOTH. We begin in the ruined city, enter the hidden passages, a few levels in the secret grind base, and then cap it off mid-battle with the Armada in flight. Very cool levels, and each odd stage is horizontally scrolling, while the even number ones are vertically scrolling both up and down. Little things like that really helps to break up the monotony in these types of games, so big props for that, bro. Also, this is a very fast game to beat. If you can get good enough, you can easily finish this game in under 10 minutes, I kid you not. That's like putting french fries into the oven and still having like 10 minutes left until they're done. Wow! Our last shoot 'em up I covered, Barai Fire Deluxe, check it out if you haven't yet, had pretty substandard music in my opinion. While not great, I think Zeoth's music is way better. The guys at Jellicoe just knew how to score a game, and admittedly, the Stage 1 theme, Ravage City, is my favorite. Very upbeat and gets you pumped up to take on hordes of baddies. Perfect. It gives me like this Tecmo vibe. It's very cool. The sound effects are a notch above too, but I could take or leave the beam gun sound effect. They're kind of grating on the ears a bit. As far as game reviews go, the only one I could find was issue number 27 of GamePro magazine, and the GameProers gave it a 16 out of a possible 25, stating that it isn't an especially great GB shooter, it's short but challenging. I can mostly agree with that. Overall, I think Battle Unit Zeoth is one hell of a great shooter. It's got solid controls, big and detailed bosses, excellent power-ups, and a laid-back difficulty curve. There's only 5 short levels to the cart, and if you're good enough, you can beat this game in under 10 minutes, which is what I did. I love it, and you should try it. And for that, it is a Game Boy classic. I'm Will. For those about to retro, we salute you. Take care.